I'm Susan. Carol of Oak House Journals does a tag swap every other month. And this month we're doing one, and the prompts are safety pin, pocket, and whimsical. And I have two tag swap partners, so I thought I would do fall since we're right here at September. Fall, I just thought we would do that. Now you could also do like an art type inspired by art, but I like whimsical, so I went with whimsical. And I got these from the Digital Collage Club. Aren't those cute? That little rabbit's got leaves for ears. I thought those were so cute. But so I'm gonna do this card and for my tag swap partners. I hope y'all are doing great. I hope I'm doing great. After last few videos, I've really struggled. But we shall persevere and move on. Now, this is scrapbook paper, but it's not very sturdy. So I'm going to glue, I've got this offcuts of some white cardstock, and I'm just going to use that for the center and just trim around it. What have y'all been up to? What have you been crafting? Have you been doing fall journals? It is that time for sure. I am thinking about doing the Dear Julie's challenge. It's kind of overwhelming. We'll see. Of course, that might be why I've been struggling so much with everything. What's a little bit more something on your plate? Trim that down. I always love fall. Fall's one of my favorite times of the year. And I love decorating for fall. The colors are so pretty. Okay. Let me see. Where's my other? There we go. My glue got gloppy. Makes it a nice, more sturdy card. Well, I finished that Lisa Gardner book, and it was so good. And I'm gonna have to get book 3, but I'm gonna have to save my money. But I am reading Anne Fraser. I had her book. And it's so far it's really good. Hers is a lot like Lisa Gardner's books. And this one is called Found Object. And so far it is good. I haven't gotten but a couple of chapters into it. But hadn't got to watch too much more of Only Murders in the Building. My oldest son and I, we're catching up on NCIS. That's our thing we like together. And we got behind on it, so, and we both kind of like watching it where we can start and end and not have to wait for the next week. Sometimes when so many shows I start watching that they'll take these long breaks and I just lose interest or forget about it, you know, move on to something else. Okay. It is getting close to time that I'll feel like rereading the Harry Potter books. I usually read those about once every year or two. And I usually read the Anne of Green Gables once every year or two. They're like old friends you go visit. And I like the Twilight series. I don't have those on my Kindle. I figured this is light enough to where you could still journal on it. So now I just want to trim the corners. Let me trim that up just a tad. I'm going to sew around it. Let me see how I want to do this. First, let me trim my corners. Now, these tag swaps are so much fun. This is my third one. And there are some very, very talented people out there. And I love getting stuff that other people make. I think unless you're a crafter, you don't so much appreciate. Like I said, I used to crochet and stuff, and I just don't think people, give Afghans and stuff, and I just don't think people realize the time and effort you put into, your heart you put into some of this stuff. Some people appreciate it, some people don't. I probably didn't appreciate it until I started making it myself. Okay. Now, for pockets, I've got this. So, I think first I'm going to glue those down, and then I'm going to go around it, sew around it, and then decorate. First, let me put a notch. Make sure I got it the right width. Oh, and I need to ink it as well. A little bit of lighting. Oh, and I want to round the corners, at least just a little bit. I don't know that it'll make that much difference, but that's what I want to do. Okay, now ink. I love the fall colors here in Mississippi. Sometimes you get beautiful fall colors, and sometimes fall just is so hot and it doesn't really cool off to where we don't really get to enjoy the fall colors. But when we do have a fall, it is gorgeous. Okay, that's going to be my pocket. And I think I'm going to go ahead and glue just a thin bead before sewing it. Okay. I made something yesterday. It's going to go up on my channel probably next week for my cooking channel. And it was so easy and so tasty. It was a Philly cheesesteak pizza. And you use crescent rolls. I'm putting on my game day series, but it used a thing of crescent rolls, and I think it was 8 ounces of deli roast beef, thin sliced roast beef, just a tablespoon of Italian dressing, onions and peppers that you stir on the stove and soften up, and mozzarella cheese. And it was so good. Right up my alley. I'm going to sew this and I'll be right back. Okay, here it is. I got it sewed, and let me ink around it. Just to kind of get rid of that white core, but I'm glad I did put it on there just to make it a little more sturdy, because it was very flimsy. This paper wasn't very thick at all. And if you watch my channel, you know I love to ink. I think I'm gonna, first I want to find my scissors. There they are. Just kind of nip those corners just a tad. I like the way that looks. Like I said, that's light enough. I think you could journal over that. Okay. So far, so good. And those of you who have prayed for me, I thank you greatly. I think a lot of my problem is my medicine. I notice it gets worse, my dropping and everything. I keep dropping stuff. But anyway, I want to add these leaves to my cards. I guess I need my Google. And I've thought about adding lace or trim to the bottom. And I love this. I got this on clearance at Hobby Lobby. I think that's pretty, although I worry about the fraying. And then I've got my favorite standby from Dollar Tree. And I like that as well, but I really like the brown the best. And then I've got this wider one, which, I don't know. I don't know, that's kind of pretty. Let me see. I wish you could tell me. I think I like this one better because it stands out, and I think I'm going to make a topper with it as well. I think it pops against that brown. So that's what I'm going to do. So let me get my fabric scissors. And I will glue that down. And I want to do a little fabric topper as well. So might as well go ahead and cut that. I realized I was going to use that. I could have sewed it, but that is fine. Fabric tack does a wonderful job. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to tell which is the top and which is the bottom. Okay. Now, let me go ahead and ink around my leaves. I'm going to let that dry, then I'll cut it off. But I'm going to ink around these leaves. I got these leaves at Hobby Lobby. I thought they were real pretty. I love the gold way they did the veins in the leaves in gold. It's pretty. Okay. Now, let's see. I love that. I don't know why I thought I needed to ink that. It's not going to be seen. Guess I was thinking of it hanging over, but it's not hanging over where you can really see it. Okay. Now how to decorate. I'm thinking my little critters towards the bottom. Although they're not really standing out. I thought about like your happy fall in the center. I love how he's winking. I really don't want to cover up so much of the leaf. Okay, first, I know I want those. So let me ink those up. There we go. I like that. just joined the digital design club. Is that right? I think it is. It is that they've got some digital collage club. I'm terrible with names. Always have been. Okay. I do like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down. And I'll decide what to do with the other. My chair squeaks. Those are cute. Okay. Now, go ahead and I like that. I think down a little lower maybe. See if it'll pop anymore if I ink it. That's cute. Decisions. I will see if I can find some solid. Maybe put a little border behind it. Let me see here. Put my pen back in my glue so it won't clog up again. I'll use my glue stick. I'm thinking just something a little bordered so that it doesn't blend in so much. Might want to glue it on the back. Here lately, you can't tell about me. Okay. Yeah, I think that's better. Frame it out just a tad. So far, so good. So we'll glue that, kind of tilt that. I like that. I may have to come back and do Fabri-Tac. We'll see. That's cute. Love it. Okay. Let's see what I've got now. I wondered about doing texture paste, but I'm not really sure. I'll be right back. I'm going to see if I can find a stencil. Okay, I think I'm going to use that one. I'm just going to do just a little bit of texture, not much. Just to highlight it a little. So. And maybe right here. Just a little something. Make sure I don't want that too close to my leaves. Okay. Maybe just a little something right there. Okay. Now this one. Just a little. All right. I'll let that dry. Okay, it's dry. This is actually 2 days later. I was going to get to it yesterday and I wasn't able to. But now my texture paste is dry. And so I'm going to put a little bit of gold wax oats to bring out that texture paste. And this texture paste doesn't stay soft, so I just add a little bit of water and I'm just going to touch it just a little bit. Just to bring it out. There we go. Just add a little something to it. And while I was off camera, I made these little tags to go in the pocket. I just backed it with that red paper. Just something to kind of stick in there. I mean, it is a pocket. But I didn't want anything that was too terribly big to cover up the rest of it. And I think the last thing is I need to add a topper. And I've got this lace. So I am just gonna zip this with my sewing machine. Alright. My sewing is not the best. Cut off these little extra strings. Off this one, and I've got these little, my safety pin, and I added this little owl charm to each one and the little gold beads to go with the gold that I've got going on. And I just want to, hopefully I can do this. My pins are awfully small. See if I can weave that through. Close it back up. Okay, I don't like that. Let's see if I can find a smaller way to weave it through. Maybe to the side here. It's not quite so wide. Maybe a little lower. We'll get it. Oop. That's what I was afraid of. Okay, let me get these back on here. And I think I'm going to come a little lower, kind of cover up my bad stitching. If I could just there we go. On there. There we go. That's cute. And last thing I want to add, at least I think I do, is I've got these stickers, and I just thought I would add one on the back. Let me glue that. And there we go. I think we can call this done. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like my tags, and I certainly hope that the receiver of these tags will like them. But I think they turned out very, very cute. Very fall-like. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Ring that bell so you can be notified when I upload new content. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Y'all have a great and wonderful day. Y'all take care. Bye, y'all.